Joining Sammy following a 4-1 defeat to hashtag on Tuesday night. Initially, what are your thoughts?
Tough night. Not the one I was expecting after Saturday. We huffed and puffed a little bit in the first half without creating any real chances. Second half, we came out a little bit better. Made a change, got back in the game. That's probably the bit of positive I can take from a 4-1 defeat, that we came back out a little bit belief second half and give ourselves a chance of getting something from the game. Didn't happen to be that way. Red card at 2-1 takes a bit of wind out of ourselves, and obviously it's also going to be a lot more difficult to get back in. But even at 10 men, there was still more chances in the second half for us than what we had in the first half. To be honest, it could have been more than 2-0 at half time. It's difficult first two games.
When you look over the first half, 2 goals, the first one cross shot, how do you reflect on the 2 goals conceded?
Yeah, like I say, the first one was a cross. Don't think the keeper can do anything about it. It's one of those things you see it happen before. As a West Ham fan, I think the Konchesky goal in the FA Cup final, one of those things. But we did ride our luck before then. They had a few crosses across the box, and maybe they should have scored, they didn't, and that one they shouldn't have scored, they did. The second one's a mistake the players put his hand up for. Misjudged clearance, enables the ball to fall to their feet and put an easy pass through, one-on-one goal. So I say both avoidable, but they created more chances to potentially have the scoreline a bit higher.
When you go into half-time 2-0 down, but you come back out and you manage to get a goal back, it must have been a really uplifting. You really thought there was going to be a point or 3 to win tonight.
Yeah, that was the belief and the message at half-time, and I did sense that the players believed that themselves, and it did show in that second half. It didn't start really fast in the second half. The change did help, and then we've got some momentum from that. I think one of Shane's first touches on that, he's brought Harrison into play, and Harrison took it well and a great finish. Then our tails were really up, and we sensed we had to keep the pressure on. Again, we didn't really create too much at that 2-1 scoreline, and then shortly after we're down to 10 men, which changed the dynamics of the game again. But yeah, good reaction from the half-time. The belief was there, and of the Concord DNA, the Concord of old, which what we're trying to create here. Many a time that we've come from behind and scored in the last minute, so equalisers or winners, and never good to be behind, but if you've got that in your locker to have that belief to keep going to the final kick of the ball, then we won't be far off it.
As you said, the red card really killed the game. When you look at something where the red card was discipline, it really does affect the team, especially when you had the momentum. What did you expect from the boys kind of after that?
They've reacted well, I think, from the red card in terms of those left on the pitch. They've done what they could. Again, there's some more huffing and puffing. They did still create a couple of chances, half chances, but again, we probably created more chances in that second half with 10 men than we've done at all in the first half of 11. And that comes down to a little bit more confidence and belief that they can play football and play in the right areas and be effective higher up the pitch. So there's lots to work on, but I'm pleased from the reaction again going out in the second half. If I can be pleased from a 4-1 defeat, reaction in the second half to get back in the game, and even though we conceded 2 more goals at 10 men, there was still some fight in there, and we were still creating some moments that we could have got a goal back or 2.
We play Margate on Saturday. What's your preparation going into that game?
Preparation, I have to digest tonight's performance and result, because we're only 2 games in, but being on 0 is not where we need to get some points on the board. I put pressure on myself to get things right, and I believe I will. I've made some decisions tonight in regard to some players, some tough ones, some harsh ones, but I feel that that's my job. That's what I've got to do. So preparations from Thursday started straight after full-time whistle. Sorry, preparations for Saturday started right after full-time whistle tonight. I need to assess the situation as a whole tomorrow morning, and then we'll go in. I said the same thing on Saturday. We'll go into Thursday with a positive mindset to set up to win 3 points on Saturday.
That's great. Thank you.
No worries.